Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and in proper health. So today we're going to discuss about new chapter, that is chapter 9, formation of rocks and minerals. So here are some inside the chapter point. First one, formation of rocks. Second one, different types of rocks. Third one, igneous rock, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Fourth one, minerals. Fifth one, uses of rocks and minerals. Sixth one, coal, petroleum and natural gas. And the last one, limitations of sources of energy. So we're gonna study about this chapter step by step. So the first one, rocks. The earth is made up of rocks. What we see as soil and as mountains is only the surface of the earth, which is also called the crust. Underlying the crust is the mantle and below is the core. All rocks are made up of substances called minerals. So in this rocks one, as you all know that earth is made up of rocks, and what we see as soil and as mountain is only the surface of the earth. It is only the surface of the earth, which is also called the crust. Underlying the crust, underneath the crust is the mantle and below it is the core. All rocks are made up of a substance called minerals. Rocks are formed in many ways. Some are formed when layers of sand and layers of sand and sheet shells pile up and get sandwiched together. So it is saying that rocks are formed in many ways and in many different ways. So some are formed when layers of sand and seashells pile up and get sandwiched together. Okay. Others are made when hot melted rock from inside the earth erupt out as volcano. It cools down and goes hard. Rocks can be changed by heating or squashing. Fossils are often found in layered rocks such as limestone and shale. So here it is saying that there are other rocks that are made when hot melted rock from inside the earth erupt out as volcano, and it cool down and goes hard. When it come out, it cool down, then it goes hard, and rocks can be changed by heating or squashing. And fossils are often found in layered rocks. Like in layered rocks, fossils are found such as limestone and shale. Okay, here you can see the volcano which is erupting, and from there the rocks are cool down after that and gets hard, that molten one. And next one, it is saying what happened when a volcano erupts. So volcanoes erupt when hot molten rock from deep down the earth's mantle rises through the earth's hard outer layers and reaches the surface. The molten rock is called magma, but when it reaches the surface, it is called lava. So when volcanoes erupt, when hot molten rock from deep down the earth mantle, it rises through the earth's outer layers, through the earth hard outer layer, and reaches the surface. Okay, it rises and reaches the surface. The molten rock is called magma. Okay, but when it reaches the surface is called lava. Okay, here you can see the volcano which got erupted. So the molten rock is called magma, and when it reaches the surface of the earth, that is called lava. Then reaches magma reaches the surface through vents, the holes in the ground. When volcanoes erupt, they may throw rocks and ash into the air, and lava may flow down the slopes. So here it is saying magma reaches the surface through vents. Vents are that hole. Okay, vents are the holes in the ground of that volcano one, as you can see in this figure also. And when volcano erupt, they may throw rocks and ash into the air, and lava may flow down the slope. Lava, you can see the red one here, it flow down the slope. Okay. Next, it is saying geologists trace the history of the earth by studying rocks. They find oil deposits by studying the age, structure, and composition of rock layers. Okay, so geologists are the person who study about the rocks. Okay, they trace the history of the earth and they study about the rock, and they find oil deposits by studying the age, structure, and composition of the rock layers. Okay, they find that it also contain a kind of oil deposit over there. Next one is knowledge plus. Gold is so soft and easily worked that you could roll an ounce of it into a hair thin wire 50 miles long. So that it means that gold is so soft and delicate one, we can say, and easily worked, that you can roll an ounce of gold into a thin hairpin. Okay, thin wire that is 50 miles long. Okay, now here are some different types of rocks. Rocks can be divided into three groups. They are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. Okay, so first we're going to talk about igneous rocks. The word igneous means made from fire or heat. Igneous rocks are formed from cooled magma. Sometimes it cools on the surface to form rocks such as basalt. Other magma is cooled underground to create rocks called granites. So this igneous means which is formed from fire or heat. Okay, igneous rocks are formed from cooled magma. It is formed from cooled magma, and sometimes that magma cool on the surface only to form rocks. Okay, sometimes the magma cool on the surface to form rocks such as basalt. Okay, it cools on the surface only and it forms the rock, that is basalt. Whereas other magma is cooled underground to create rocks called granite. Okay, other igneous one which cool underground, that rock is called granite. So next one, so that means this igneous rock is having the types. Okay, so we're going to study about it, types of igneous rocks. So the first one, granite. It is a volcanic rock that is hardened under the ground. It is made up of quartz, feldspar, and several types of mica. Granite is found in red, pink, yellow, or brown colors. Granite is the most common igneous rock on the earth's surface. So granite, it is that type of volcanic rock which is hardened under the ground. Okay, and this granite, it is made up of quartz, feldspar, and several types of mica. Okay, so granite is found in, it can be found in many type of color like red, pink, yellow, or brown. And granite is the most common igneous rock on the earth's surface. Okay, Next one is basalt. Basalt rocks are formed when lava cools on the surface of the earth. It is dense and dark and has fine grains. Okay, so this basalt rocks, these type of rocks are formed when lava cools. When lava cools on the surface of the earth, on the surface of the earth, and it is dense. It is very much deep and dense and darker in color and has fine grains in it. Here in this image also you can see this basalt. You can see the granite also, which is also a type of igneous rock, and here you can see the basalt, which is having that grains. Okay, and also very dense in color, very dark in color. And next one is pumice. Pumice. Pumice is another light colored rock formed by lava cooling quickly on the earth's surface. It has a sponge like structure because it is formed from foamy lava. It is a stone that can float on water. Dentists use powdered pumice for polishing teeth. It is also used as a scrubber to remove rough skin or dead skin from the body. Okay, so this here you can see the image pumice. So this pumice is another light colored rock which is formed by lava only, which is formed by lava cooling quickly on the earth's surface. Okay, and it has that sponge like structure. Because why it is having sponge like structure? Because it is formed from foamy lava. It is formed from foamy lava. Okay, and it is a stone that can float on water, and dentists use powdered pumice for polishing teeth because it is having white color. Okay, so dentists use that type of this pumice on the to polish the teeth. Okay, and this pumice is also used as a scrubber to remove the dead skin or rough skin from your body. Okay, to clean your skin. So these granite, basalt and pumice, these are the types of igneous rock. Now we're going to talk about sedimentary rocks. Rain, wind, rivers flowing down mountains, etc. wear down rocks on mountains. These small bits of rocks are then carried down and deposited elsewhere. Repeated deposition presses down the lower layers and hardens them into rock. Such rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Okay, so rain, wind, river, which are like flowing down the mountain, etc. They wear down. They wear down the rocks. They cut the rocks. Okay, on mountain area, and these small bit of rocks are then carried away easily by the help of this rain or wind or river. Okay, and deposited elsewhere. Deposited in another place. Okay, so this repeated deposition presses down the lower layer and harden them into rock. Okay, pressing down the lower layer, harden them into rock. So such type of rock is known as sedimentary rock. By the word sediment only you can recognize it. Sediment means that small particle which are pressed down and then get hardened up. That is known as sedimentary rock. Okay, here in this image you can see the sedimentary rock which are formed of very small particles of sediments. Okay, deposition and all. Now, in this sedimentary rock, here are also some kind of, types of sedimentary rocks. Types of sedimentary rocks. So, the first type, sandstone. It is saying sandstone is formed when grains of sand becomes cemented together by other minerals. It is a common sedimentary rock. It is found in yellow, gray, red and brown colors, but brown one is common. It is used in the construction of buildings because it is stronger and easy to carry. Red Fort in Delhi is made of red sandstone. So in this types of sedimentary rock, the first one, that is sandstone. Sandstone is formed when grains of sand, when little grains of sand become cemented together, okay, become close together, cemented together by other minerals, by the help of other minerals, and it is a commonly used sedimentary rock, and it is found in yellow, gray, red, and brown color. Okay, brown in color, but brown one is the common one. Okay, as compared to the red, yellow, and gray one, brown one is the common one. It is used in the construction of building. Why? Because it is stronger. It is stronger and easy to carry. Okay, and like for example, Red Fort in Delhi is made of this red sandstone. Is made out of red sandstone. Okay, here you can see the image of sandstone. It is a type of sedimentary rock. Here in the image you can see the another type of sedimentary rock, that is conglomerate. Okay, it is not conglomerate, it is conglomerate. Okay, so the second one, that is conglomerate. Conglomerate is formed of a mixture of smooth round stones and pebbles. The conglomerate rock is usually formed in old streams and riverbeds. The large stones are washed down along with the stream, and the remaining small rocks sink to the bottom and pile up. Okay, so this in this conglomerate, it is formed by the mixture of smooth rounded stone and pebbles. Okay, and the conglomerate rock is usually found in old stream. It is usually found in old stream and riverbeds, and the large stones are washed down along with the help of the stream, and the remaining small rocks, the remaining small one, sink at the bottom and they pile up. Okay, so here you can see the example of conglomerate one, which is the type of sedimentary rock. Okay, next it is saying another point, that is one step ahead. It is saying, do you know traces of animals and plant life can be found in sedimentary rocks? These are called fossils, and we know about dinosaurs only from fossils. So it is saying that the traces of animal and plants of that earlier one, like the dinosaur, okay, can be found in sedimentary rocks. Why? Because sedimentary rocks are made of sediments, little particles. Okay, they combine together. That is the sedimentary rock. Okay, so you can find fossils in that sedimentary rock, and dinosaur fossils are found in that rock only. Okay, and still this, still the research is going on. Still various type of fossils are taking place. Okay, in each and every kind of like we can say in each and every country. Next one, coal. Coal is also the another type of sedimentary rock. So coal is a sedimentary rock that burns. Coal is made from plants, trees, or ferns that lived long ago. The plants and animals got buried just like fossils, and with the passage of time, they turned into coal. Coke made from coal is an essential raw material used in the manufacture of iron and steel. So basically, coal is a sedimentary rock. Okay, it is a sedimentary rock that can burn. Okay, it is that type of sedimentary rock which can burn. So coal is made from plant, trees, or fern that lived long time ago, and the plant and animal which are got buried in fossils. Okay, just like fossils, with the passage of time, they turn into coal. Okay, the plants and animal got buried just like fossil, and with the passage of time, it turn into coal. And coke, which is made from coal, is an essential raw material used in the manufacturing of iron and steel. Okay, now next type of sedimentary rock is limestone. So this limestone is a sedimentary rock which is formed only under the ground. It is formed from the shells and bones of sea animals. Chalk used for writing on the blackboard is a type of limestone. So limestone is used for making glass, bricks, and also used in making cement. Okay, so here you can see the example of limestone, the figure of limestone. So limestone is also a type of sedimentary rock which is formed only under the ground, and it is formed from the shells and bones of sea animals living in the sea. And chalk, which is used for writing on the blackboard, is an example of limestone, and it is a type of limestone. And limestone is used for making glass, bricks, and also used in making cement. Okay, here you can see the image of coal also. Next type of sedimentary rock, that is shale. Shale is a softer sedimentary rock. It is formed from mud that settles to the bottom of an ocean or lake. Shale is found in different colors. Brown, red, and gray are some common colors of shale. Okay, here in this image, you can see shale, which is brown in color. So shale is also a type of sedimentary rock, and it is a softer sedimentary rock, and it is formed from mud that settles at the bottom, of the ocean, that mud which settle at the bottom of the ocean or lake. Okay, shale is found in different colors like brown, red, and gray, which are the common colors of shale. Now we're going to talk about knowledge plus point. Knowledge plus. It is saying the diamond is the hardest natural substance found on the earth. Okay. So diamond is the hardest natural substance which is found on the earth, and it is a part of carbon one. Okay. Next we're going to talk about another type of rock, that is metamorphic rock. Earlier we talked about igneous rock, and igneous rock types we talked about, and then sedimentary rocks and its type we talked about. Now it is metamorphic rocks. Heat and pressure below the surface of the earth can bring about changes in the minerals of igneous and sedimentary rocks, which transform into new kinds of rocks. So this process is called metamorphosis, which means changes. Sedimentary rocks are made under the seas. Sometimes a sea gets dried up. Sedimentary rocks are exposed to wind and rain. In course of time, a new kind of rock is formed. These are nothing but metamorphic rocks, which are hard and tough in nature. Here you can see the image of metamorphic rocks. Okay, so it is saying that heat and pressure below the surface of the earth can bring about changes in the minerals of igneous and sedimentary rocks. Okay, which transform into a new kind of rocks, and this process is known as metamorphosis. Okay, so metamorphosis means what? Metamorphosis means changes. So sedimentary rocks are made under the sea, and sometimes a sea get dried up. Okay, and sedimentary rocks are exposed to wind and rain. In course of time, a new kind of rock is formed, and these new kind of rock are nothing but what? It is metamorphic rock. Okay, which are hard and tough in nature. Now we're going to talk about some types of metamorphic rocks. So the first one, slate. In this image also you can see the slate. So slate is a metamorphic rock formed from shale. Slate is harder than shale. It is commonly used to make slates and blackboards. It is shiny and dark gray in color. Okay, so this type of metamorphic rock is formed from shale. And shale was what? Earlier we studied about shale. Shale was the sedimentary one. It is the type of sedimentary rock, and this metamorphic is formed by that sedimentary rock only. Okay, when the sedimentary rock get exposed to wind and rain, okay, at that time period it changes into slate, not shale. It changes into slate. Okay, so slate is harder as compared to shale, and this slate is commonly used to make slates, that little blackboard we say, to make slates and blackboard. Okay, and it is shiny and dark gray in color. Okay, next one, Marble. Marble is a metamorphic rock formed from limestone. Marble is often found in different colors. It is used in the construction of buildings. Worldwide famous Taj Mahal was built with white marble stone. Okay, here you can see the image of marble. So marble is a type of metamorphic rock, and marble is formed from limestone, and limestone was the type of which one? Limestone was the type of sedimentary one, sedimentary rock. Okay, so basically that sedimentary rock when got exposed to wind and rain, then it changes into the marble. That that limestone when get exposed with wind and rain, it changes, converted into marble, and marble is often found in different colors. Okay, and we use marble in construction of building, and also the worldwide famous, that is Taj Mahal, which come under this seven worlds of wonder. Okay, it is also made up of white marble stone. Next one, quartzite. Quartzite is a metamorphic rock formed from hard sandstone, and it is found in yellow, brown, pink, and red colors. Okay, so quartzite is also a type of metamorphic rock, and it is formed from sandstone. It is formed from hard sandstone, and sandstone was the sedimentary type. Okay, sandstone is a sedimentary rock. Okay, so when sandstone get exposed to wind and rain, then it converted into quartzite, and it is harder as compared to the sandstone one, and it is found in different colors like yellow, brown, pink, and red. Okay, here you can see the quartzite given. So another type of metamorphic rock is gneiss. Here the G is silent in this word. Okay, gneiss is a metamorphic rock formed from granite, and it has irregular bands of different colors. So this gneiss is a type of metamorphic rock, and it is formed from granite. And granite was what? Granite was the sedimentary rock. Okay, and that granite when get exposed to wind and rain, then it turn into gneiss, and this gneiss is having the irregular bands of different colors. As you can see the image here of gneiss, where you can see the different bands. Okay, next one, minerals. A mineral is an underground natural resource having chemical composition. Except animals or plants, everything is said to be a mineral. Quartz, feldspar, and mica are the major rock forming minerals. Rocks are composed of different minerals in different proportions. These are all found in granite. So it is saying that mineral is an underground natural resource having chemical composition. Except animal or plants, everything is said to be a mineral. Okay, like quartz, feldspar, and mica are the major rock forming minerals. Okay, and rocks are composed of different minerals in different proportions, and in different area you get different type of minerals. Okay, so these are all found in granite, these minerals. So next one, it is saying in addition to the major rock forming minerals, smaller amount of other minerals are also found in particular kind of rocks. Minerals containing metals like copper, silver, aluminium, and iron are called ores. Bauxite is the chief ore of aluminium. Hematite is an ore of iron, and copper pyrite is an ore of copper. Next, some rocks contain valuable non-metallic minerals such as graphite and borax. Gems are precious stones. Most gems come from rocks. Diamonds mined in Africa and USA come from a rock called peridotite. Minerals are very useful to human beings. Okay, so here it is talking about that in addition to the major rock forming mineral, smaller amount of other minerals are also found in particular kind of rocks. Okay, so mineral which containing metals like copper, silver, aluminium and iron are known as ore. Mineral which contain these metals are known as ore. Okay, like bauxite. Bauxite is the chief ore of aluminium. Okay. Similarly, hematite is an ore of iron. Next, copper pyrite is an ore of copper. Okay. And some rocks contain valuable non-metallic substances also, valuable non-metallic minerals. Okay, such as graphite and borax. Okay. So there are also gems which are precious. Okay, precious stones, and most gems come from rocks. Diamond diamond mine is very much famous in Africa and USA. You can find this diamond mine in Africa and USA and come from a rock. It this diamond come from a rock called peridotite. Okay, and these all minerals are very much useful for human beings. First, you can see these images of the minerals. Diamonds you can see, borax you can see, and next one is also given graphite. Now we're gonna see uses of rocks and minerals. So the first point, quartz and mica are used in electronic industry. Okay, so this quartz and mica are used in like watches. In watches, you can see the quartz are used. Okay, and mica is also used in cosmetic type of things. The talcum powder you use, the toothpaste you use, that Colgate one, that gel one, in which the crystals are the mica. Okay. Next one, minerals like nitrate, phosphates, and sulfates are used as fertilizers. Okay, so minerals like nitrate, phosphate, and sulfate are used as fertilizers in the fertilizers which is used in the agriculture one. Okay, next one, talc is used for making talcum powder. Okay, so talc is used for making the talcum powder. Okay, and there is also mica present in that talcum powder, which is the shinier one. Okay, next one, limestone is used for making cement. And next, platinum, gold and silver are useful for making jewelry, the ornaments. And next one, graphite is used for making pencil lead. Okay, that gray part, okay, from where you write the things, that is the graphite. Next one, metals like aluminium, silver and copper are used for making utensils and coins. So aluminium, silver and copper, they are used for making the utensils and coins. Next one, marble, sandstone and granite are used in the construction of buildings. And the next point, gems find use in jewelry industry. Diamonds are used for cutting glass. Okay, so gems you can find them in jewelry industry, and diamonds are used for cutting the glass. Next we're going to talk about coal, petroleum and natural gas. So besides metal ores and minerals, the earth crust also consists of huge quantities of coal, petroleum and natural gas, methane. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are major sources of energy. Okay, so it is saying that besides metal ores and minerals, the earth crust also consists of huge quantity of coal, petroleum and natural gas, that is methane. Okay, and this coal, petroleum and natural gas are like major source of energy. So one by one we're going to study about it. So the first one, coal. About 300 million years ago, much of the Earth's surface was covered with dense forest and swamps. As trees and other plants died and fell, they did not decay completely. Airless mud and certain other conditions made it difficult for decayed bacteria to live. So the half-rotten trees gradually sank into the mud. More and more dead vegetation and sediments are collected on top of them. Over the years, these sediments, under high pressure and heat, formed coal. So about 300 million years ago, much of the earth's surface was covered with dense forest and swamp, and as the trees and other plants, when they die and fell, they did not decay completely. Okay, so this airless mud, which is not having the air, and certain other condition made it difficult for the bacteria to decay in it, okay, to live. Okay, so the half rotten trees gradually sank into the mud, and more dead vegetation and sediments are collected into that mud one on top of them, and over the years this layers are forming, okay, of that mud one, and over the years these sediments under high pressure and heat form coal. Okay, but it take like millions of years to form this coal. So there are some uses of coal. Coal is used in power stations to generate electricity, to make drugs, plastics, cosmetics, and fertilizers. Next one, as a fuel for cooking. Next is in blast furnaces in steel industry. In India, coal mines are situated in Jharia, that is in Jharkhand, Raniganj, West Bengal, Singareni, Dhanbad, and Navali. Okay. So here it is saying that coal is used in power station to generate electricity. It is used in making drugs, plastics, and cosmetics and fertilizers, and it is also fuel for cooking. And in blast furnaces in steel industry it is used. And in India there are like lots of coal mines, which like in Jharkhand it is in Jharia. Okay, then in West Bengal it's a place called Raniganj. Then in West Bengal only there is Singareni, Dhanbad, and Navali. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about petroleum. Petroleum. Petroleum gets its name from the Latin word petra and oleum. Petra means rock and oleum means oil. It is named so as it is the mineral oil found in rocks. Petroleum is formed under the seas. Dead tiny plants, animals, and bacteria sank to the bottom of the sea and get mixed with the sand and silt on the sea bed. Their bodies did not decay completely but were crushed by the weight of sediments formed later. Their remains become a mixture of carbon compounds called petroleum. Wells are dug deep under the ground to get petroleum. Petroleum is subjected to fractional distillation to separate various components. This job is done in a petroleum refinery. From petroleum, we get petrol, naphtha, kerosene, diesel oil, paraffin wax, tar, etc. So it is saying that petroleum get its name from the Latin word that is petra and oleum. Petra means rock and oleum means oil. So it is named as the mineral oil which is found in rocks. So petroleum is formed under the sea, and like dead tiny plants, animals, and bacteria which sank at the bottom of the sea and get mixed with the sand and silt on the sea, and the layers become over there on that seabed, and their bodies did not decay completely but were crushed by the weight. They were crushed by the weight of sediments which are formed later on, later time period, and their remains become a mixture of carbon compounds which is called petroleum. And then wells are dug deep under the ground to get petroleum, and petroleum is subjected to fractional distillation to separate the various components which are inside that petroleum one. And this job is done in a petroleum refinery where the petroleum got refined. So from petroleum we get different things like petrol, naphtha, kerosene, diesel oil, okay, paraffin wax, tar, etc. And the petroleum jelly also you get. Okay, here you can see the oil rig in this image, and the tar which is used for making the road, and the petroleum center you can see. So here in India, petroleum is found in Digboi, Ankleshwar, Bombay High, and LB Charla. Okay. So next it is saying petrol is used as a fuel in cars and motorcycles. In vehicles, petrol is used. In dry cleaning industry also petrol is used. Next, kerosene is used as a fuel in jet engines, and diesel oil is used as a fuel in diesel engines. Paraffin wax is used for making candles, for making waterproof cartons, and for making wood polish. Then tar is used for making roads and plastics. So these are the uses of petrol, and there its its products which come from it only, petrol only. Next is fact file. Talc, a mineral found in talcum powder, is the softest mineral. Okay, as we compared it with the other one, it is the softest one. Now next one, natural gas. Natural gas is found in the same rocks as coal and petroleum. Gas was also formed from the half-decayed remains of plants, animals, and bacteria. Gas is often found in small amount only because it can easily leak away through tiny spaces in rocks. Natural gas does not need to be pumped out of the ground. It comes out under its own pressure once a shaft has been drilled down to it. Many oil wells produce natural gas as a byproduct. Methane is the chief component of natural gas. Okay, so here it is saying that natural gas is found in the same rocks as coal and petroleum, and gas was also formed from the half-decayed remain of plant, animal, and bacteria. And this gas is often found in small amount only because it can easily leak away through the tiny spaces in rocks. So natural gas does not require any kind of thing to pump out. Okay, it can pump out naturally. It comes out under its own pressure once a shaft is drilled on that surface, on that area. And many oil wells produce natural gas as a byproduct, and methane is the chief component of the natural gas. Here you can see the image also, natural gas one. Next one, limitations of resources. The energy sources which were once used up and that cannot be filled up are called non-renewable resources of energy. For example, coal, oil, and natural gas. Coal and petroleum are valuable natural resources. If we keep on using them at the rate we are doing today, they will not survive very long. They are limited and non-renewable. So we should use of coal and petroleum should be limited. Try to save them for future also. So it is necessary to search and develop renewable sources of energy. The energy sources which can be replenished and can be used again and again are called renewable sources of energy. Some renewable sources of energy are solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, and geothermal energy. These can never get exhausted. Windmills use wind energy to run. We can use windmills to generate electricity and for lifting water from wells. Wind energy is pollution less and a renewable source of energy. So basically it is saying that there are some limitation of resources. So the energy sources which were once already used up and cannot be filled up, that is known as non-renewable resources. Okay. For example, coal, oil and natural gas and petroleum. So because these type of things take time to get renewed. Okay. But there are some things which doesn't take that much time to get renewed, that is known as the renewable one, renewable sources of energy, and the energy sources which can be replenished quickly. Okay. And which can be replenished again and again. So some renewable sources of energy are like solar energy is there, wind energy is there, tidal energy is there, geothermal energy is there. Okay. So we can make use of them, or we are in the present moment we are using them, and in the future also we are using them, because we know that this non renewable one are present in very less amount, okay, to use. So like windmills are used to generate electricity, solar cells are used to generate electricity. Okay. And this windmill which is used for generating electricity, they are also used for lifting water from wells, and wind energy is the pollution less one and a renewable source of energy. Okay. Here you can see the solar cooker figure and windmill. Now there comes the fact file. So the first point, the field spars make up more than 50% of the earth crust. And next one, the feldspars. The feldspars make up more than 50% of the earth crust. And the next point, the ruby is one of the most popular gemstone today. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about scientific terms. So the first one, blast furnace. A metallurgical furnace used for producing metals is known as blast furnace. Okay. Next, geologist. A scientist who studies the constituent of the earth crust is known as geologist, who studies about the rocks and all, earth crust and all. Next, ore. A mineral from which a metal can be extracted at a profitable time period, we can say. Okay. So that is known as ore. Then next one, vent, mouth of a volcano. Next, volcano, a place of the earth crust through which molten rock slopes down. That is volcano. Next, we're going to discuss the chapter at a glance one. First one, sedimentary rocks are formed by sediments of small pieces of rocks, conglomerate, sandstone, coal, limestone, and shale are sedimentary rocks. Okay. Next one, three types of rocks are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Three types of rock, igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Rocks are made up of minerals. Metamorphic rocks are the transformed igneous and sedimentary rocks. Slate, marble, quartzite, and gneiss. Gneiss are metamorphic rocks, are the type of metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks are formed by cooling of magma. Granite, pumice, and basalt are examples of igneous rock, are types of igneous rocks. Some renewable sources of energy are solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, etc. Next, in India, petroleum is found in Digboi, Bombay High, LV Charla, West Godavari, and Ankaleshwar. Okay. So now students, we're going to discuss some exercises. So the first one, fill in the blanks with the correct word. So the first question, molten rock is called dash. Is it lava or is it minerals? It is lava. So you have to write lava in this blank. Dentists use powder dash for polishing teeth. Dentists used powder pumice stone. Okay. Slate is a dash rock. Slate is a metamorphic rock or geologist or mineral. It is metamorphic rock. So you have to write metamorphic in this blank. Next, rocks are made up of dash. Rocks are made up of minerals. So you have to write mineral here. Next, the scientist who studies the earth history is called geologist. So you have to write geologist in this blank. Next, we're gonna do true or false. Write T for true and F for false statement. First one, talc is used for making cement. No, talc is used for making talcum powder. Okay, so this statement is false. So write F there. Next one, Dhanbad is famous for steel industry. Dhanbad is not for the steel one, it is for coal one, coal mine. Okay. So the statement which is saying that Dhanbad is famous for steel industry is false. Next one, minerals are plants. Basically, we can say that plants, when they just got decomposed, then they form into mineral one. We can say, okay. But as we studied that minerals are like rocks are made up of minerals. Okay. So this statement is also false. Next one, tidal energy is renewable source of energy. Yes, it is renewable source of energy. This statement is true. Next one, methane is the chief component of natural gas. Yes, methane is the chief component of natural gas. That is true. Next one is give one word for each one of the following. First one, a mineral from which a metal is extracted at a profit. That is ore. Okay, so you have to write ore here. Then next one, the energy source which were once used up and that cannot be replenished. Okay, it is non-renewable one, so you have to write non-renewable energy here. Okay, next one, a name collectively given to granite, pumice and basalt. Like this one, a name which is particularly given to granite, pumice and basalt, it come under which category? Is it like igneous one, or is it like sedimentary rock, or is it metamorphic rock? So as we have studied, it is igneous rock. These rocks are the types of igneous one. So you have to write igneous rock here. Okay. Next is, which is the chief component of natural gas? So the chief component of natural gas is methane. So you have to write methane in this blank. Now we're gonna do some MCQ. Tick the correct option. Dash rocks floats on water. So which rock float on water? Is it granite? Is it limestone? Is it pumice? Or is it all of these? It is pumice. Pumice. Tick that one. Next one, dash is used in making pencils. That is graphite. So tick graphite. So the next question, that is chief ore of aluminium is called dash. Is it copper pyrite, hematite, bauxite, or none of these? It is bauxite. So tick bauxite. Next one, dash is the rock that burns. Is it coal, shale, slate, or none of these? It is coal. So tick that one. I hope student you understood this whole chapter. So read thoroughly this chapter and also practice MCQ and collect some rock and write down what type of rock is it, and also you can describe them. Till then students, take care. Bye bye.